I don't even know where to begin, really. I've been kind of, for the last, I don't know how long now, I've been, I guess, the maths tutoring has taken off, and that has taken some pressure off. I think, this time last year I was pushing, even though I was demonetized, I was pushing really hard to grow my YouTube channel and really just trying to put out as much content as I could. I'm sort of less inclined to do that right now, although I'm really pleased with the way that my channel's growing and I want to grow it some more. I don't know, it's been maybe 3 or 4 weeks now that I've been trying to make sure that if there's stuff around the house that needs doing, it gets done. If there's stuff we need to buy, it gets bought, because the maths tutoring's going quite well and I've got some income coming in. And this week I've been quite focused on getting some stuff done out in the garden, and that's been amazing. And I don't know if you can see, I banged my head on the shed door yesterday, and I was at one point thinking of doing a before and after, but it's too late now. But if I get all the things done in the garden that I'd like to get done, then I'll take the camera out and show you the results. Anyway, you can probably see from the title of this email.
Video. Vid-E-O. Video.
That I'm about 2 weeks late on this, and the reason is I was obsessed with the story and I was preparing for the story, and I even recorded myself waffling on about the story before I'd done enough research. And I'm going to talk about the college admission scandal. I think it'll be good practice for me because I've made some notes and I just want to practice reading from the notes and still trying to deliver something that's half decent. So let's give this a try. The college admissions scandal, which is something in America. When they talk about colleges, it's what we would call universities in the UK. 50 people have been charged. And there was this guy who had this organisation, I think they were called The Key. What we do is help the wealthiest families in America get their kids into school. So there was this scheme to get children into universities with bribery and cheating. Now there's about 50 people have been charged, and 33 of those are parents. 33, that's a magic number. So the rest are either people who worked at the universities who were involved in the scheme, or this main guy whose name I've got a bit further down. But inevitably what happens is they don't talk about the CEOs, and they don't, particularly in the media, they don't talk about the companies that those CEOs represent. So what ends up happening is they talk about the high profile actors, and the two actors are Felicity Huffman from Desperate Housewives, Loughlin from Full House, and her partner or husband, Mossimo Gianulli. So this was investigated by the FBI. And is being prosecuted by the Department of Justice. They were considered to get their kids into us elite colleges, it says here. But I don't think all of them were necessarily elite academically. More on that later. The FBI investigation was dubbed Operation Varsity Blues. Administrators of the SAT and ACT college exams were bribed to allow someone else to pretend to be the student and take the exam in their place. In other cases, they gave the student answers or fixed their wrong answers after they had taken the tests. College coaches allegedly received bribes to designate applicants as recruited athletes, which gives them a leg up in admissions, which is, like, some of them are actually kind of hilarious, where you've got somebody who was recruited. University of Texas, it's the tennis team. University of USC, it's the University of Southern California, isn't it? USC, it was crew, which basically means rowing, And there's all sorts of hilarious stuff around this, because the person I'm going to come on to in a minute was designated as a member of crew, and she was filmed rowing, but she claimed to be the coxswain or the coxswain, and the coxswain doesn't row. So there was all sorts of complications. So you've got people who were claiming to be rowers or claiming to be in a position in a boat which doesn't involve rowing, and then they turn up at college. They turn up at college and they never row, and they never have anything to do with the rowing team. So here we go. William Singer was the guy who ran a college prep company called The Key, which allegedly coordinated the tests, and allegedly, I'm going to keep saying allegedly here, bribed the coaches. Prosecutors say that clients paid Singer a total of $25 million to bribe coaches and university administrators. This all started in 2011, and here are some of the colleges / universities that are involved, and I'm going to give their standings. I'm not being very consistent here, they're not all from one league table, but I think it gives you some idea of where they are roughly in league tables, and there will be a link below the video to some league tables. Yale 8th, Stanford 2nd, Georgetown 53rd, University of Southern California. Couldn't find this on one of the leagues, but apparently I saw in an article that they're ranked 22nd, UCLA 16th, and the University of Texas, which is at Austin, I think, is 23rd. If you're so everybody kind of knows that if you're a famous alumnus of a big university and you've donated $1 million to the uni and there's a building named after you, then your kids will probably get into that university. They'll probably have to get, at the very least, they'll probably have to get decent SATs, won't they? You know, and in the UK, it's been possible to get into Oxford or Cambridge with lower grades if you go to the right public school or are a member of the right family. And I do have some standing on this. I went through the Oxford entrance process myself, and in the end I got straight A's and in my A levels, and I went to a good university. I mean, I'm not bitter. I went to a good university. I went to one of the top 5 universities for physics, but I didn't get into Oxford, which I've always take full responsibility for, because I went to the interview and I can still remember now the questions that I was asked, and my answers to those questions were really shit. But it doesn't change the fact that there are students there who went to the best schools who got worse grades than me, and that's a fact. So we all kind of know that the system works like this, but this stuff that was going on in America was particularly dirty. And it's not fair to focus just on the celebrities, but it's harder to get information about the CEOs. So it ends up being about Olivia Jade, actually, the daughter of Loughlin, because she's the one who's essentially got the biggest online profile, and this isn't really fair on her. But she's got 1.4 million Instagram followers and 1.9 million YouTube subscribers. So it feels like this whole thing feels like a bit of a distraction, but it's just so compelling. Olivia Jade started at USC last August as a member of the rowing team and spent her first week at uni working away in Fiji, which is brilliant. So things haven't gone very well for her over the last few months, and what I'm going to do that might be a little bit different in this video is I'm just going to go through some of her Instagram posts, and you'll see that Sephora and Tresemme were some of the people who were advertising with her. I mean, Olivia Jade was approaching something like $1 million a year just from having such a massive online presence, having the YouTube cash, being a big Instagram influencer, and having advertising deals with these companies. She was doing really, really well. I think she's really embarrassed about what Applicants did, and obviously really pissed off about the fact that she even went to college, because obviously it helped her a bit going to college and the fact that she could vlog about being at USC, and she did get some really good, I imagine some great Amazon money for flogging their Amazon products, and I've got some more info here. It's quite hard to look at her Instagram knowing that she's been rumbled and she's getting loads of hate. When I last looked at her Instagram, the last 3 posts had comments disabled, and when you go back before that, it's just a flood of hatred. She's grown a massive following on YouTube, and assuming that she's done that without her parents buying thousands of subscribers, you know, if anyone could have got into USC on her merits, you'd think it would be her. I don't think she even wanted to go to college. Her parents paid $500,000 to get both of their daughters in. She even did a photo shoot for Amazon in her dorm room, surrounded by their off-to-college range. Olivia Jade's father, Mossimo Gianulli, was seen in a shouting match with a college counsellor. They were bribing their way into USC, but still felt that entitled. And I've heard that Olivia Jade, didn't go back to USC after spring break. If you know any more about this story, comment below. I know I'm too late with it, and I don't think this is the best video in the world, but the whole thing was just really fascinating, and I just wanted to do a piece on it. So, if you've enjoyed it, If you've enjoyed this video and you're new here, please subscribe. Please throw me a like, comment below, ding the bell. If you've made it this far, thank you and well done. I've got some, want to do a little bit of gaming content. Not gaming, no, it's not gaming. I've got some ideas for Flight Simulator. That there's a tiny little runway at about 8,000 feet in Loughlin. So I'm going to try my luck in Nepal, and I'm going to video the whole thing. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go there really in real life. I'm going to do it in Flight Simulator. And I've got this idea now that the tutoring is working. I'm going to have a flying lesson again, a proper one, and I'm going to vlog it. So that'll be fantastic. Got to decide which of the local airfields I'm going to go to, and really looking forward to sharing that with you. That should be some nice content coming up for summer. And don't forget, we're going to Japan. We've bought the flights. We're going to Japan later this year, and I'll be aiming to daily vlog while we're doing that. So please like, subscribe, join in whatever this is, and thanks a lot.
But I do want the experience of like game days, partying. I don't really care about school, as you guys all know.
Oh.
That video was from last August when Olivia Jade Gianulli was talking about juggling classes at USC and her budding modeling and acting careers. She also showed off her dorm room. Just 2 days later, she posted another video on YouTube to tell her 2 million subscribers that she's sorry.
Basically, I said in that video, like, there was a question about college, and I said, like, oh, I'm not excited to do the schoolwork. I just want to, like, party. I said something super ignorant and stupid, basically.